people. Okay, we're going to go out to Gage Goulding, who's down in Matagorda Bay. I know, Gage, it's been a while since we've talked to you. You, sir, from everyone else that I have seen that is down close to your location, the storm chasers that are down there have all been talking about just how calm the last 38 minutes have been. Give us an update status on when we talked to you last time and what's happened since then.
No joke. I mean, polar opposites. I'm starting to think that this is it. We're done. I know it's not true, but it feels like it because I'm out here. It's barely sprinkling. I'm out here without a jacket on. There's practically no wind. And more importantly, the storm surge is gone. Look at this. I'm not going to lose my job today. We got the truck, and it runs. The truck runs. And there was water. I mean, like I said, this is a big Ford F-250 jacked up, souped up, super storm tracking machine. But the water was like over the tires, like very high. Could not see the bumpers or anything. So I'm very excited that our ride home, she's alive, she's running, she's charging things up because we got no power whatsoever. But I want to show you this. This is all that remains of the storm surge, and this is a roadside gully. If you actually look, you can see, if I get out of the way, you can see the white lines on the road. That's the fog line. That's the end of the right lane. So this is a roadside gully. There's supposed to be water here. What there's not supposed to be, I'm not sure if Oscar Chavez, this fantastic photojournalist here, can you see the little fishy swimming around in there? Because there's little fish that are swimming in the roadside gully. So I hope they find their way out of here because that's going to be a problem for them. But look at how incredible this is. I mean, nice. right in the middle of the eye of the storm. You could come out here, you could grill and have a barbecue. You could, if it was sunny, you could suntan out here. I mean, this is so calm. But I want to show you how deep the storm surge was. This right here was actually busted off the hinges. The lock still locked, busted right off the hinges, so the water pushing that up, and that's about hip high. And as we come over here towards the back, this picnic table pushed whole way into the dock. This water at points, remember, rushing from the Gulf and the Bay into the Colorado River here behind the house that we were staying on, was once again about hip high. And we are on an elevated platform. Justin, we were talking about reports of 8 to 9 feet of storm surge. I wouldn't doubt it. I truly wouldn't doubt it, because you think about storm surges above that mean tide, right, above where that tide on average is, and we're elevated because we're on an elevated lot for a home, and this is clearly elevated even more. But this is that dock we started our night out on, and we could go back out. I'm not going to, but we could go back out there. That's how low the storm surge is in the water. There's no waves. There's no nothing. It's almost like a fairy tale. It doesn't make sense how you go from something so aggressive, so dangerous, so life-threatening. We were recording speeds of gusts of over 100 miles an hour. And then you come to this, where it's calm. And you could quite literally paint a picture out here if you wanted to. You could set up an easel and paint a picture, because that's how gentle and calm these conditions are. And when we talk about storm surge, I think sometimes people just don't take us seriously when it comes in quick and it goes out just as fast. And it is a matter of sometimes seconds before you need to be in a high or safe location or be able to get out. It's not, I got 5-10 minutes, no, it's when it happens like that. And it really did. Whenever we were here live on air, we just looked out 1 minute, it was fine. The next minute, there's a river flowing into the Colorado River. And it's incredible to see how that all goes down. And then I want to mention, again, this is all going to happen to another degree. We went through hell already, and, hell part 2 is coming up after the halftime show. And it truly is mind-boggling. So for people at home, the big thing is as we stepped outside, we looked for a lot of different hazards. We looked for down power lines. We looked for critters that shouldn't necessarily be here. We actually inspected the bottom of this home to make sure that there were no deficiencies that were going to put us in jeopardy. And those are all things that you should do before you come out here and take pictures and FaceTime your friends in different time zones, because this is still an incredibly dangerous situation. And it's not time to get comfortable and say, hey, we did it. Because, yeah, we got through the first part, but we got to get through the second part and win this thing. So once again, I'm just mind-boggled by how I'm going to be able to keep my job, Justin and Caroline, because that water was really high. I'm serious. You couldn't tell.
I'm not going to lie.
You couldn't see any of this.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie, Gage. When we saw the picture, one of our MCCs, Anna, brought it to us, and I thought, oh dear.
Yeah.
I may be in trouble.
And Gage, okay, so probably, you've been monitoring conditions there, but you're like 50 miles from Freeport, where Rochelle just was, who showed us this sign that just blew over. I mean, and it's completely opposite. So then, Justin, how long does it stay like this for Gage?
I mean, you may have less than 30 minutes, sir, before things are going to go to HE double hockey stick part 2, as you mentioned a second ago. So I wouldn't be shocked if, you know, this is a good time to get everything charged up, because we will probably check back in with you when things start to go downhill. But the good news is that once you get into the backside of this, that's it. Maybe another hour of some pretty nasty conditions, and then everything is going to be shifting north. And all y'all down there at the coast in Matagorda, it's going to be muggy, messy, and probably pretty sticky out there for the rest of the day today. And obviously there'll be, you know, some damage and whatnot that you're going to have to clean up. But the coast, at least down on the south and the middle coast of Texas here, is probably about an hour to 2 hours away from things being finished.
Yeah, so don't pull out the barbecue grill just yet.
That's right.
Yeah, not yet.
That's right.
Yeah, and I want to make a point, if I can have an extra minute here. You know, a lot of times, and I saw this in Southwest Florida during Hurricane Ian. I actually know people that went through this. You know, whenever the eye came over, if they were in a position to move things around, move a boat around, move a vehicle around, we could fit this truck underneath this house, right? Or you could fit your car underneath here. Maybe you saw in the first part of the storm that water was coming up a little bit too high for comfort, and you're not sure what the back half is going to do. Don't do it. Don't put the boat under here. Do not put your car under here, because if that water rises, and it's just going to cause more problems banging against the bottom of your home here. So I saw it happen during Hurricane Ian in Southwest Florida. It might sound like a good idea. I can get a couple more inches and get up here. I can get the boat under cover. It won't blow away. Right. Don't risk it. It is not worth it, because you got to survive. The boat, the car, we can replace. We'll figure that out tomorrow. That's a tomorrow project, as I tell my fiance with all the honeydew things. But it's just not worth it. Don't put anything underneath the house that could potentially jeopardize the structure, especially because we got round 2 coming through. So I just want to put that out there for anybody listening or watching that, you know, is trying to save their assets. I get it. I would want to do the same thing, but don't jeopardize your house, because you got to get through this if you're still sheltering in place.
Yeah, some great advice, Gage. All right, we're going to let you go for now. We're going to check back in with you for round 2. Question for you.
Sure.